Alright, folks. It is the weekend. I don't have to work tomorrow. I got a bunch of Diet Mountain Dew. I got nothing better to do with the time right now. Let's play some Final Fantasy XIII. Now, as you can see, I still have this awesome save slot here at the Chapter 9 that we're going to load from, hopefully by the end of this video. But now, we have just finished Chapter 8, Sugar and Rainbows. You think it's all going to be sugar and rainbows, Vanille, when you dead? Well, actually, there'll be a lot more sugar and rainbows when you dead than there were before, but still. I like Zaz. And that's one of my favorite Zaz lines. But, yeah, he has an interesting point. This very sweet, upbeat, positive, sometimes annoying little girl may be indirectly responsible for the fate of his son, but her death is not going to make a world of sugar and rainbows. And so he doesn't kill her in cold blood. He really is, truly, a better person than I'll ever be. But it's time to pick up this game and play through until we get into far enough into Chapter 9 that I can load and I can show you the fruits of the grinding I did off screen. Zaz loses his will to go on. With his beloved son transformed into crystal, he has nothing left to live for. He curses Vanille for her part in the tragedy, bitch-slapping her across the room. Zaz's brand suddenly glows with pure intensity, and the Eidolon Brunhilde appears before the despairing father. Weird. Brunhilde. Brunhilde, you'd think that sounds like it would be some kind of variation on Brunhild, who is, of course, the heroine from the Ring Saga, who is, you know, not 100% wonderful and good, but generally positively portrayed. And now we're ready to stop talking about that and stop talking about ridiculous, overfraught Wagnerian drama and start talking about giant, colossal fantasy airships.
The Palamisia, pride of the Sanctum Sky Fleet.
And Rainer's Raiders have been... Oh, that's a different reporter.
As a prison for the Lassie apprehended in Nautilus.
Pretty cool, huh? Donnie Vermillion is here to interview the Lindblum Sanctum Guardian Corps.
The Lassie will face official sentencing upon the convoy's arrival in the capital.
We got a great big convoy carrying sentence murderers.
So the Primarch can stand in judgment of the villainous Lassie.
I hate freak shows.
With their execution as the climax.
I hate the oddities. I hate the insane clown posse.
Their demise, and Fal'Cie Dominion will be undisputed.
The Terran Dominion
All
must...
part of the plan.
Yes, but it also presents an opportunity.
In a display of unwavering dedication to duty, the Primarch himself has boarded the Palamisia.
What a great guy.
Focused his personal attention on resolving the
Focus,
Pulse crisis.
They're baiting us, trying to draw us out.
They amassed a...
Huh?
Well, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get them.
They don't realize how little shit I give about this.
If they're daring us to mount a
I don't
rescue,
have two shits to give.
I'll take that action. All in.
No, that's a really hard mission in StarCraft 2.
Bets are on the table.
Wait, right? You have a name? Are we supposed to know who you are? This guy's a huge, huge character in Final Fantasy 13-2, but no, he's not. Lightning the Commando. New merchandise is available, and the daylog has been updated. Not gonna bother messing around with their chrysanthemum because, well, you know what, we're gonna have a really hard time getting to where I need to get in this act if I don't at least update her chrysanthemum a little. But I pretty much know I'm gonna just stick with her as a commando. So I'll just get it. Oh, wow, this is really expensive. I shouldn't have gone for those side things. We are gonna have a struggle to get to my save point because I'm trying to just keep the combat to a minimum. Anyway, let's check the data log to see what we have missed. There's all sorts of stuff we probably should be reading about here with history and myth and stuff, but Chapter 8, Sugar and Rainbows. Zaz loses his will to go on. With his beloved son transformed into crystal, he has nothing left to live for. He curses Vanille for her part in the tragedy, but I already read most of this. He encounters Brunhild, decides he wants to die, but Vanille puts himself between them. Does make despise of what she's done, but she can't let him die. Once the Eidolon is defeated, it's not the undefeated East. Zaz turns his gun on Vanille. Unable to shoot the young woman, he then turns the gun on himself. It's actually pretty freaking intense. Soon after, Vanille becomes a prisoner of Psychon. She faces transportation to Eden and public execution. The Sanctum's chosen doom for the sea thing. Watching a news broadcast on board the Lindboom, the cavalry's flagship, Lightning, and the other Lassie learn of the impending execution. Now, those of you who were really paying attention might have realized I was talking about whether I was going to use Lightning or Zaz at the end of the game. That's a little bit of a clue. They show us a dead Zaz, but, well, I'll believe it when I see it again. The Sanctum Skyfleet. The Sanctum planned to transport its Fal'Cie prisoners to Eden, then carry out the Fal'Cie. That's my way of not, just not committing to whether it's a Fal'Cie or Fal'Cie. Before a public audience, Brigadier General Rains. Hey, it's the Brigadier. The cavalry commander suggests that by showing the deaths, can't talk, of the monsters, the Sanctum Fal'Cie hope to quell rising panic and reaffirm the dominion over the society. As a brigadier, he has Yates and Benton to help him. Lightning and the others can't stand by and let the companions be sacrificed to ensure Fal'Cie subjugation. Deciding to mount a rescue, they plan to use the Psychon craft to slip aboard the Palamisia, flag to the Sanctum Skyfleet, and prison vessel for the capture of the sea. Galeth Disley, Primarch and representative of the people, and the people's champion, is also on board. His presence almost certainly signifies a trap, but what other choice do they have? Good question. Mountain Dew's already going on my head. Can't talk. So, what up, gangster?
The Psychon fleet has us under surveillance.
Okay.
While they're busy watching the Lindblom, you slip aboard the Palamisia.
Okay.
When the time is right, our brigade will launch an all-out assault to back you up.
Sounds pretty neat.
Sergeant Farron, it is essential that you capture the Primarch alive. We need his testimony to convince the people of the Sanctum's true nature. Once people learn of the Fal'Cie deception, it should ease some of this Pulsian panic. With luck, we can avoid the loss of any more civilian lives in the name of this Lassie hunt.
Okay, gotcha. So what you're saying is Space Australia isn't really all evil. And we need to get Yahoo Serious, Crocodile Dundee, and the Crocodile Hunter, who's dead, to convince people that Pulse isn't that bad.
The
Gotcha.
Sanctum has raised its citizens like livestock under the orders of the Fal'Cie Eden.
Pause.
That all ends today.
Pause.
We will topple the Sanctum and hand the reins of government to the people.
Could have put a pause after Sanctum there.
This is a battle to wrest control from the Fal'Cie.
Pause.
And win Cocoon its freedom.
Full stop.
The Psychon fleet has us under survey while they're busy when the time is...
We will die for us too. The Sanctum's going down.
Motherfucker. Now, to make things a little easier on myself, I could I'll show you something that I will have already taken care of. Access Blade level 19. When we next pick up the game here, or rather when we load my save state, I should say. Seems kind of weird, possibly, but I'm going to upgrade these iron bangles, because when you have two of them equipped, it gives you a fairly decent synthesized ability. The only other thing that gives that to you is like the mithril bangle. I don't even know when we start getting those. And it doesn't take a lot to upgrade these, so... So I got a little bit of a boost for this. Now I got it goes from, instead of HP plus 50, it gives me HP plus 120. And then I upgrade the other one the same way, or similar way. Gives a nice fat bonus to... Alright, so now instead of 2 Iron Bangles giving me a plus 100, they give me plus 240 hit points. But more importantly, when I have those equipped on Lightning... Well, not more importantly, but in tandem with that fact, it becomes useful, that I have high HP Power Surge, which means that when hit points are over 90%, she does extra damage with attacks. And since in this game you get fully healed at the beginning, or after every battle. Pardon me. Basically means that if you just get off a couple of attacks at the very beginning, you should do some extra damage. Will make fighting weak enemies go a little bit faster. So I won't bother messing with any more stuff, but well... Let's do the same thing for Fang. Now, in fact, she will not have the same setup when we load the game. I'll have given her some different stuff, but just to get through these couple of battles here a little easier. Wow. Just trying to find the most efficient way to do this, but I don't really know why I'm bothering, because we're going to be loading state. None of this is really going to matter. So now, she's going to be in my party whether I like it or not. They force you to go with Lightning, Fang, and Hope. For some reason, Snow. You're going on your big rescue mission. For some reason, Snow, the guy who seems to be the most excited about it, is the one who stays behind. You'll be spending most of your time probably as a medic. None of them are going to get to their roll crystals or anything. Probably have her as a commando or a sentinel. And Shaman's Mark and Magician's Mark. I don't think I bothered to level them up either before in my off-screen because once we have our choice of who to use, we won't be using him anymore because he irritates me. Well, this is taking a little bit more effort than I guess this takes more to upgrade than man. I wonder what level it can go up to. Goes up to level 6. So if I was gonna pick one, I should have gone with the other one. The wait, what does he got? Metal armband, and I don't think I wanted to have the metal armband. I think I'd rather have the Shaman's Mark. So we'll upgrade the Shaman's Mark as best as we can. And I feel like I've already spent half the video on this now, but whatever. And I'll go with the efficient path of getting a full level 3 going on this, because it's the last thing we need to upgrade. Still not enough. Boy, watch me do like 3 battles now after all this work. Didn't think it would take me quite this long to put this together. Oh, he's already got a ×2 bonus. Wow. Oh, it can go up to higher than level 6, eh? Maybe I better get this thing up to... That's as high as the bonus is going to go. I wonder how good this thing can get. Well, it's as good as I'm going to be able to get it anyway. So, there we go. What does his magic look like after all that work? She's got almost 1,200 hit points. He's got magic of like 288. So I suppose it was kind of vaguely worthwhile. Nah, not really. I'm not fooling myself at all.
Rescuing Saz and Vanille is our top priority. We gotta play it smart this time. Charging in without a plan.
Are you sure you're Snow?
Listen to me talking strategy.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't really care about Sarah anymore, just Zaz and Vanille.
Guy's a sorry excuse for a Primarch.
What's Zaz?
Probably just does whatever the Fal'Cie tell him to.
Jerk.
There's no way we're losing to a poser like him. Reigns
Poser.
wants to take Cocoon back from the Fal'Cie. That's why I decided to back him up on all this.
Got to back
If this plan works out, I'll be doing what Sarah wanted too.
Growing a sack?
Rescuing Saz and Vanille is our top
Take it
line.
out.
We gotta play it
That's enough, that's fine. Listen to me not being retarded for a second.
Here we go. I guess I better talk to him. So, you didn't murder Hope. I mean, Snow. I guess that's good.
My dad's all right. Another cavalry unit rescued him and moved him somewhere safe.
Underwater soccer
I kinda
stadium.
wish I could talk to her, but I guess I have to make my own choices now. The Sanctum's supposed to be responsible for...
So that's it.
ensuring
That's the last we'll ever hear about his dad.
At least that's what I learned in school. I guess in a way they do. It's just that they're ensuring the Fal'Cie's future, not ours.
At least that's what I think. It's not what they taught me in school. In school, mean kids hold me down and fart on my head.
Looks like I ended up in a battle against the Sanctum after all.
Yep, sure did, kid.
I guess I'm fighting for a different reason now, though. It's not about revenge anymore.
It's about Metal Gear
Dad's all right.
Revengeance.
Another cavalry. I kind of wish I...
We're all alright. We're all alright. You're not a real character, okay? That's just as well. I'm getting sick of the dialogue, but let's keep going.
Come on, let's get this show on the road. I finally found Vanille again. And I'll be damned if I'm just gonna stand around
Okay, I
while
thought
she's
she
in
was
trouble.
going to actually say, let's get the show on the road and then stop talking. I would have been impressed.
I'm not kidding when I say the world can burn if that's what it takes to save Vanille.
You're,
We've got to get in there and take this
That's
Daisley guy
kind of
down.
weird. What
Pay
exactly...
Reigns back for helping us out, and be one in the eye for the Sanctum. Their reward for trying to kill us.
What is the deal with you and Vanille? Because you want the world to burn? I mean, that... You guys... You know, I don't have a problem with that. I'd actually like to ask you a little bit about the lifestyle.
So Reigns is Brigadier General, and you're a sergeant?
Yep.
What's with the whole ranking system anyway?
We don't have ranks in
Are you
Australia.
sure like your rules and regulations? Explains why you've put up with the Sanctum's nonsense for so long.
We don't have military ranks in Australia. We just let the British order our soldiers around. Works out great.
Come on, let's get get this show on the road. I finally...
They never use this for cannon fodder. Ah, damn it.
That'll pay Rains back.
Okay. They escaped. Hey, you're like the guy with the name. I guess this is your big shining moment in the story. It's a pretty handsome young man for somebody who doesn't really get it as part of the story.
And once we take off, there's no turning back. You sure you're ready? Well,
No.
make sure you all got everything you need.
There might be more dialogue down here.
See you, Eddie.
Celia, my friend. Celia, my friend. Sure thing, buddy. I'll do it for you. Anonymous guy who looks exactly like the stormtroopers I've been running from for the whole game.
And once we take off, there's no turning back.
Understood. Okay. Spent a whole video dicking around, upgrading
This
stuff
baby
that isn't
back
even
here
gonna
is a
stick, but...
SciComm vessel. It'll deliver you to the Palamisia.
Oh, we're cargo now?
A parting gift to our rotting government. Take those SciComm guys apart.
And we're supposed to take on all of them? I think the whole division's on board.
I
Your
don't care how
fault,
many
City.
lackeys they've got. Bring them
Felicity
on.
or something.
Vanille's in there.
I'm sure she's fine. Vanille's
What the
tougher
hell do
than
you
I
know,
could ever
kid?
be.
Who are you?
Are you scared?
Little chicken.
Yeah,
Quack,
I'm terrified.
quack, quack.
But I'll be okay.
Okay, well,
Because I have you. And this guy.
Whatever his name
and
is.
Fang.
Who I recently
We're all
met,
in
I
this
guess.
mess. We gotta stick together.
that's right. Come along with us on this dangerous mission, kid.
Enough with the bonding. It's go time.
Only 3 of us are allowed to fight at a time, but we insist on bringing you along, little kid.
What do you mean, this guy?
What do you mean, you people? And now I've got... I got a new thing going. I got a little timer running as I do the video. So I got about 7.5 minutes left, if I wanted exactly 30 minutes. Probably about 20 minutes of cinematics before we actually start fighting on the ship. Ooh.
We didn't expect to see you here in person, Your Eminence.
This
Your
crisis
appointment for
threatens
discipline
the
isn't until
entirety
later.
of Cocoon, my child.
Don't
You
call me
agree
that.
that standing at the fore is a leader's charge?
You're sitting down.
Wholeheartedly.
My heart's practically
It
bursting out of
also
my
affords
oversized
a
novelty
splendid
breaths.
view of the impending execution.
Pretty cool. I might want to get rid of this weird headdress thing if I want to see it really well.
Stand by. Verifying identification code.
You let me land this
Starting
bird,
by.
I'll crash her into your ass.
Okay, you can land on my ass. It's sort of the oldest code, sir, but it checks out. I was just about to let them through. Would you like them to take?
Code verified. You're free to dock.
Many Bothans died for that code.
Time.
That's our ride gal, or whatever his name was.
All clear. Welcome aboard.
Another one of these societies with like ultimate futuristic space technology and goofiness, and yet everyone goes around fighting with swords. I don't know, it's not a problem, it's just a little weird. Didn't the act start like 20 minutes ago? I guess it's really my fault this time because of all the messing with accessories. It's not really the game's fault at this point that it's taking so long to get rolling.
Code Red, repeat. Code Red. Attention all
I
crew,
miss
this
Code
is
Red.
not
That was a
drill.
tasty
Code
Mountain Dew
Red.
variety. And they even had
All
diet in
right.
cans.
Let's tear him up.
We're here for Vanille and Saz. Stay focused.
Don't kill anyone other than Vanille and Zaz. And, apparently, you don't do anything at all, Snow. So I don't know how much that high hit point power boost thing helped. It's certainly not in effect anymore because both of the characters who had that are now at less than 90% health. So it may or may not have made things move faster. I might have been better off just going for individual strength boosting accessories or accessories. Well, anyway, we won with 5 stars. That's nice. Ooh, we got lots of chips. I'd be excited about a drop like that if I was still grinding.
Looks like they want to play.
No kidding. So where to?
Warriors, come out and...
Right up there.
Right up there, yes. Yeah, you're gonna be a big part of this, right, Snow? She's talking to Hope. Snow really should be our third party member. There's a reason that it's Hope. You need a spellcaster and a medic to be effective. But that's a game design kind of thing. It, like, from a story perspective, it doesn't make sense that we're going on this big dangerous rescue mission and they decide to drag along Hope. So, sure, we'll read more data log stuff.
The ease with which the thief slipped aboard the Palamisia is, as they had anticipated, simply part of the plan to lure them into a trap.
Well, I guess we figured that out then. I don't remember that being officially stated, but okay.
They made it onto the Sky Fleet's flagship with the help of cavalry, only to be greeted by a squad of Psychom soldiers as soon as their feet hit the deck. The sea do not back down. This is more than just a rescue attempt. It is a battle that could affect the future of Cocoon. The Primarch heads the forces aboard the Palamisia. If they can capture it isolate and force them to reveal the false sea's schemes, it may be enough to liberate Cocoon from the Sanctum's tyranny and free the hearts and minds of her people. If they can prove how the government has manipulated citizens in aiding Pulse and changed the way people feel, then maybe the sea could find a place in Cocoon society and some hope for the future.
Well, there you go, folks. That's what's happening now. It's not just that they wanted to, like, really epic-looking fantasy battle on an airship. There's totally a reason that we're here, and we have an objective and everything. Oh, well, apparently we need to... Do I need to wipe these guys out before I'm allowed to leave, or... Well, I just ran away from them. Apparently that's no good.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, this whole hit point bonusy thing, I don't really think I'm doing a lot of extra damage here. Let's stick with this. Hopefully Hope doesn't die. Well, so we're not going to make it to the point where I saved, or where I did my grinding in this video. So sometime during the next video, we will be loading state. Once again, really generous drops now. Okay, you did have to defeat them, so there. Makes sense, I guess. Sort of. New data log? No? Okay.
Any day now.
Hey, how about fuck you? God, I was standing there for what, like 5-6 seconds? It's like playing Diablo 2 with Grimace. Yeah, if I forget to make Fang do the deep Australian voice, maybe I could be like, oh, because that's what I need, more characters who speak with the Grimace / Bobo voice when he's a spear dude. At any rate, folks, my little timer, which you may or may not have heard, is telling me that it's time to end the video. So I'm going to end the video because I am nothing if not loyal servant of the timer. When we come back, Fang will be a bitch every time we stand still for more than 4 seconds. And then we'll continue in our quest to rescue Vanille and possibly Zaz, pending the fact that he's still alive. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.